Welcome back to another NHL video. Today, we are moving on from the Calgary Flames over to the Edmonton Oilers, seeing if their offseason additions can help them win a Stanley Cup. And most notable, they've been trying to do it for a long time. They finally bring in a goaltender. Jack Campbell signs with the Edmonton Oilers. I believe it's a 5-year, $6 million deal, but I think I have it at 5x5 here. We're only going to be doing 3 years of simulation, but we'll see if Jack Campbell is the missing piece from the Edmonton Oilers. They also re-signed Evander Kane to a 3-year, $5.15 million. It's in that range somewhere. I don't know the exact number. And then they also, finally, the last big piece is brought in Brett Kulak. So a lot of big additions to this team. Most notably, definitely the goaltender. But let's take a look at the Edmonton Oilers. So we got Evander Kane playing that first line with Connor McDavid. Upped his overall a little bit, up to a 97 overall. Jersey number 97, give him a 97 overall. He should be 100 overall, let's be honest here. And then Leon Draisaitl, 94, still a little bit low for him for how well he produces. But he will play on the first line with McDavid and Kane. Second line, we got Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, pretty high overall. And then Jesse Puljujarvi, who just got re-signed for a 1-year, $3 million deal. Then we got Warren Foegele, Ryan McLeod, and Kyler Yamamoto. Fourth line, Janmark, Derek Brassard, and Tyler Benson. Tyler Benson, 23 years old, looks like he's about 46. Just going to say it. Defensively, Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard, Tyson Barrie, Cody Ceci. And to round out the top six, we got Oscar Klefbom, who, he's been MIA for the last 2 years, had some injuries, some issues, and then finally a new addition in Brett Kulak. And then, of course, in the cage, none other than Jack Campbell and Stuart Skinner. So you know the deal. Calgary unable to win the Stanley Cup, or did we do Florida? It was Calgary or Florida. Maybe both. Whichever one I didn't do, I'll do. But this is going to be an interesting one. The Edmonton Oilers are a really good team. They often do really well in the simulation, so I'm expecting them to win at least one Stanley Cup in the next 3 years, led by McDavid, hoping he can put up a lot of points just to make the video just a little bit more exciting. But let's get into year number 1 with the Edmonton Oilers. The first year coming to a close here. The Edmonton Oilers do make the Stanley Cup playoffs, advancing past the Vegas Golden Knights in round number 1, but falling in Game 7 to the Calgary Flames. Stanley Cup champions in year 1 are the surprising New York Islanders. Statistically, Connor McDavid, of course, leads the way, up to a 98 overall now. 108 points, one more than Leon Draisaitl. Evander Kane, 88 points. Nugent-Hopkins, great year for everyone around. But the team, let's see if McDavid led the league in scoring here. Sidney Crosby and Kaprizov. So it looks like McDavid probably will not get any hardware here. But they went 44, 32, and 6 awards. Gotta check this quickly. Nothing there for us. David, are you in here? You are not. So great year from Sidney Crosby. But let's get into the offseason in year number 2. Here are the year number 1 free agents. I'm not going to sign anyone here, I don't think. But I just figured I'd show everyone the free agents. No one really here makes sense. Maybe Josh Manson would make sense. But these are the year 1 free agents. I'm going to try keeping the team relatively similar. But year 3, I might go a little bit splurging and spend some money here. In year 2, we've got some more player progression. McDavid still up to that 98 overall. Draisaitl, 96 overall. Patty Kane, I wish Patty Kane. Evander Kane, 88 overall. Second line, we got Puljujarvi, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Yamamoto. Third line, Foegele, Derek Ryan, Zach Hyman, and then Merity, Derek Brassard, and Ryan McLeod there to round out those forward core. Defensively, we got Bouchard, who's grown to an 87 overall. Darnell Nurse, Klefbom, Tyson Barrie, Broberg, who's made his journey to the NHL, and Cody Ceci with these morales are not good. Is there any way we can kind of mess with them? I guess we'll throw Darnell down a little bit here, and then can we get this morale? Oof, not working well here. Not working well. But if we go like this, we can keep Evan Bouchard on the second unit. Not the worst thing that can happen. So let me just look around here. Okay, we'll keep it like that. And then, of course, in nets, we still have Jack Campbell, but Stuart Skinner up to an 81 overall. So that's the squad for year number 2. Let's go to game number 1. Got to simulate it quickly again and see how we can do against the Vegas Golden Knights. Simulate Game number 1 on the road here. Let's get it cracking. First period, 1-1. Yamamoto scores the first goal of the season for us. They get a goal from Jack Eichel on Jack Campbell. Second period, Connor McDavid with a power play goal. And finally, third period, we're able to hang on with a 2-1 victory over the Vegas Golden Knights. Jack Campbell first star. McDavid, look at him, 5 hits. What a beast. But let's simulate year number 2. I'll see you guys in a bit. And by a bit, I mean 1 second for you and about 10 minutes for me. NHL 22 never ceases to amaze me. In year 2, the Edmonton Oilers miss the Stanley Cup playoffs. I've done nothing to the team, so nothing I've done at least. We got to stack up for year number 3. Looks like we actually lost a tiebreaker to the Anaheim Ducks, both finishing with 90 points, the exact same record, except they had more regulation plus overtime wins, which gave them the tiebreaker. Unfortunate, but McDavid once again leading the way with 100 points. Draisaitl right behind him with 95. And looking at the entire NHL here, entire league, Austin Matthews leads the way, and Max Pacioretty, 53 goal scorer for the Carolina Hurricanes. Love to see it. Sidney Crosby, Claude Giroux lights it up with Ottawa. DeBrincat lights it up with Ottawa. I hope that happens in real life. Kaprizov, Marner, who is playing with them? There's Connor McDavid. Who won the Stanley Cup here? And it was the Carolina Hurricanes. So Max Pacioretty absolutely tears it up. Awards-wise, nothing for Edmonton, I imagine, but we'll go through quickly. Look at there. Max Pacioretty, the Hart Trophy. Interesting. Carolina cleaned up. Zdeno Chara is still playing. Anything else? Ted Lindsay to Max Pacioretty also. And let's take a look at Jack Campbell's stats. We haven't actually looked at his stats yet, so see if he is clearly not the solution here. Okay, so full stats here. 36, 26, and 2, 904, 34, and then last year 910, 287. Honestly, not that bad for this goal scoring in this league, but 70 games, 67 games. Who's the backup? Stuart Skinner, you're a bum. But let's get into the year number 3 offseason. We might make a couple of signings here. All right, year number 3, let's have some fun. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Nate MacTruck Daddy. Let's go. We got McDaddy and MacDaddy on the line with King Leon Draisaitl, Evander Kane, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Yamamoto, Puljujarvi, Hyman, and Jonathan Toews. We need a leader out here, and that's what we got. And then we got JVR, a little $750 contract, a $750K contract, Ryan McLeod, and then Warren Fogle. Listen, we're beefing up the team. We got to make the simulation interesting. Defensemen, okay, we got a lot of minuses here. So we got Darnell Nurse and Bouchard, clearly never going to work. So I don't know why we keep doing it. But actually, we'll keep it there. -1 isn't terrible. It could be worse. Artem Zub brought onto the team. Cody Ceci, this is not working out at all. We're going to have a lot of minuses. Yeah, nothing you can really do about that. Unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, no. We're kind of stuck like this. -2 on the back end there. -2, -1. You know what? Let's fire the head coach. That's the only way to deal with this. All right, where is it? Coaching staff. Is there a defenseman coach? Our associate coach, garbage, clearly. So let's just get rid of this guy. NHL assistant coach. Yeah, he's terrible. Confirm. And you know what? Honestly, the head coach too. Fire him. He's a bum. And associate coach, you're the interim NHL head coach until someone does good work for me. Who do I have to hire? Oh no, NHL associate or assistant. Okay, so you're gonna be the NHL associate now. Boom, simple. You guys, it is what it is. Had to make some moves there, but we're gonna keep. Nope, didn't want to go view lines. Want to go edit lines here. There we go. So we got that first line, second line. Okay, well, we lost morale everywhere else, but that's okay. Don't really care about that. Hyman, now we'll keep it, whatever. But defensively, okay, our morale is a little bit better, and that's all that really matters to me. So I should bring Broberg down to the third line just because I got a +2 morale there. And we'll keep it like that. All right, so there you go. There's the squad. McDaddy, and Draisaitl. bring me to greatness, would you? We got to simulate to game number 1, too. So let's simulate to the regular season here. I'm expecting, honestly, realistically, if that line played together in the NHL, they'd probably have 140 points each. So let's get 115 points for at least the top one. That seems fair. McKinnon, McDavid, yeah. So game number 1, the Chicago Blackhawks in Edmonton. Can Jonathan Toews score on his former team? Not a great start. Second period, okay, so not the best game there. Lost 7-2, so our Tendi was definitely not up to the challenge there, but that's okay. That's just game number 1. We won the other 2 games, so losing this, maybe we come out hot. Let's see how year number 3, the final year of the simulation, goes. Come on, boys, lead me to greatness. Again, I don't know. Does the NHL 22 simulation make sense? The team that we had, the Edmonton Oilers, apparently go 35 wins, 40 losses, 7 overtime losses, worst in the division, worst goals against per game. So clearly goaltending was never solved. Defenseman never solved. Power play, incredible. But wow, 2-6-2, worst team in the division with the team that we have is pretty insane. At least McDavid got to the 115-point mark that I requested. Draisaitl also got there. McKinnon pretty close. That second line was terrible. Wow, minus 31. Third line, first line defensive pairing, terrible. Look at all these minuses. They're not that bad. That's insane. Maybe it's because I didn't give a head coach. Thinking back at it, did they sign a head coach? Quickly, let's take a look at the entire NHL before we check that out. It could have been me not signing a head coach, but normally I have auto scout on, so they probably signed a head coach. Leading the way, Matthews, 115 points, tied with Draisaitl and McDavid. Awards, maybe we can get one this year. No, it's going to all go to Austin Matthews. Oh, there we go. Nathan McKinnon with the Lady Bing. Anything else for the good guys? Austin Matthews cleans house. Otherwise, it would have been McDavid or Draisaitl. And in the playoffs, the Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup. So there you go, Matt Tkachuk. Enjoy a Stanley Cup. But wow, we make the playoffs 1 out of 3 years. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Where's my coaching staff? Do we have a head coach? Interim head coach. Yeah, probably what did it, to be honest. But that's completely okay. It is what it is. Either way, let's take a final look at the team here. Of course, not going to let me check out the line, so we'll go here quickly. So yeah, 90, 90, 90, 90, 87. So, I mean, a pretty damn good team. Not sure why everyone was terrible. Jonathan Toews really struggled towards the end of his career. But Jack Campbell, buddy, what happened? Let me see your stat. He dropped from an 87 to an 84. 8.95, 3.6 goals against average. Jack Campbell is not the answer. He is not the answer. Good luck to the Edmonton Oilers. Good luck to Jack Campbell. Edmonton's my second favorite team, so I hope that they play well. But my favorite team, the Ottawa Senators, we're taking over the offseason, and we're coming for the Stanley Cup. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.